Logan Paul destroyed. CM Punk brutally attacks Logan Paul on Monday Raw Night. CM Punk just crossed a line that you can't come back from. Last night on Monday Night Raw, the so-called voice of the voiceless, the man who preaches about respect and doing things the right way, absolutely brutalized Logan Paul in what might be the most unnecessary and vicious attack we've seen all year. And here's what's got me absolutely furious: Logan wasn't even wrestling. He was there as a guest doing commentary, minding his own business, and CM Punk decided to assault him like a common thug. This wasn't competition, this was assault. WWE wants you to cheer for Punk because he's the locker room leader and Logan's an outsider, but what Punk did was cowardly, unprofessional, and honestly, it makes Logan Paul look like the victim. How is that supposed to work when Logan's supposed to be the heel? Main content. Let me set the stage for what went down because the build up to this attack makes it even more controversial. Raw is in the middle of a standard match, nothing special, just solid mid-card action, and Logan Paul is on commentary. He's doing what Logan does best, talking trash, being charismatic, getting under people's skin with his observations. He's not being particularly offensive, he's just doing his job as a heel commentator. The announcers are bantering with him, the crowd is reacting, everything is normal. Then CM Punk's music hits. But there's no match scheduled for Punk. He's not on the card. So everyone's confused. Why is Punk coming out? He walks down the ramp with this intense look on his face, and he's staring directly at the commentary table where Logan is sitting. Logan sees him coming and you can see Logan getting nervous, which is rare for someone as confident as Logan Paul. Before we continue, answer this in the comments: do you think CM Punk was justified in attacking Logan, or did he go way too far? I need your honest opinion. Punk gets to ringside and demands that Logan take off the headset. Logan, to his credit, tries to de-escalate. He's saying, "Punk, what's your problem? I'm working here. Can we do this later?" But Punk isn't having it. He reaches over the barrier, grabs Logan by his shirt, and yanks him over the commentary table. Monitors go flying, chairs get knocked over, and before Logan can even defend himself, Punk starts unloading with closed fist punches to Logan's face. The referees rush out to break it up, but Punk is possessed. He shoves them away and continues the assault. He throws Logan into the steel steps crash. He whips him into the barricade bang. He grabs a chair and the crowd is going insane because they think Punk's about to use it. And he does. Punk swings the chair and catches Logan right across the back with a sickening thud. Logan collapses, and Punk still isn't done. Quick trivia: how many times has CM Punk been suspended or fined for attacking non-wrestlers in WWE? Take a guess and drop it below. Here's where it gets really brutal. Punk drags Logan's lifeless body to the ring, rolls him in, and the crowd is chanting CM Punk. CM Punk, like this is some heroic moment. But what happens next is hard to watch. Punk hits Logan with a GTS, the go to sleep, and Logan is out cold. But Punk doesn't stop. He picks Logan up again and hits a second GTS. Logan's head snaps back violently, and medical staff are sprinting to the ring because this has gone from a beatdown to a potential injury situation. Security finally pulls Punk away, and he's screaming at Logan's unconscious body, "You don't belong here. You're not a wrestler. Get out of my business." The raw emotion, the genuine hatred in Punk's voice, it felt real. Too real. Like Punk was shooting on Logan and using the storyline as an excuse. And Logan? He's being stretchered out. His face is swollen. He's got visible marks and bruises. Whether it's selling or legitimate injuries, the visual of Logan Paul being taken out on a stretcher while CM Punk stands tall in the ring is going to be talked about for weeks. Comment question: was this attack a work or did CM Punk legit injure Logan Paul? Give me your theories because something felt off about this. Now let's talk about the backstory because this didn't come out of nowhere. Logan Paul and CM Punk have had tension for weeks. It started when Logan made comments on his podcast about how CM Punk is overrated and living off past glory. Logan said that modern wrestlers like himself are more athletic, more marketable, and more valuable to WWE than old-timers like Punk who can barely work a full schedule. Those comments clearly got under Punk's skin, because Punk is sensitive about his age, his injuries, and people questioning his place in modern WWE. So when Logan kept poking the bear, kept making jokes about Punk's AEW drama, kept disrespecting everything Punk represents, something was going to snap. And last night, it did. But here's my problem with this angle: CM Punk is supposed to be the veteran leader. He's supposed to be the guy who rises above petty insults. Instead, he proved Logan's point. Logan said Punk was washed up and emotional, and Punk responded by losing control and assaulting someone who wasn't even in wrestling gear. How does that make Punk look good? Audience engagement: if you were in WWE management, would you fine Punk, suspend him, or let this slide? Tell me what the appropriate punishment should be. Let's analyze the psychology of this attack because there are layers to unpack. On one level, this is WWE acknowledging the real tension between traditional wrestlers and crossover stars like Logan Paul. There's genuine resentment in the locker room toward influencers and celebrities who take spots from lifelong wrestlers. Punk attacking Logan is giving voice to that frustration. But on another level, this makes CM Punk look like a bully. Logan Paul, for all his faults, has actually put in the work in WWE. His matches have been good. He's improved dramatically. He's shown respect to the business by training hard and taking bumps. So for Punk to attack him when he's not even in a match? That's not righteous anger, that's jealousy. Punk is jealous that Logan gets attention without paying dues the way Punk did. And you know what's really interesting? The crowd reaction. The live audience was cheering Punk during the assault. They were chanting his name while he was potentially injuring someone. That tells you that WWE has successfully positioned Logan as such an effective heel that fans will support anyone who beats him up, even if the person doing it is acting like a psychopath. Rate the attack on a scale of 1 to 10. How brutal was CM Punk's assault on Logan Paul? Give me your rating. Now let's discuss what happens next because this attack has major implications for both guys. Logan Paul is going to want revenge. You don't get humiliated on national television, stretched out in front of millions, and just forget about it. Logan is going to come back with a vengeance, and knowing Logan's competitive nature, he's going to train even harder to prove he can beat Punk in an actual match. And that's what WWE is building toward, a match at a major pay-per-view where Logan gets his redemption. Maybe Royal Rumble? Maybe Elimination Chamber? Wherever it happens, it's going to be massive because the heat is nuclear now. This isn't just a wrestling feud, it feels personal. But here's the wild card: what if Logan Paul decides to press charges? Think about it. In storyline, Punk attacked him when he wasn't competing. Logan could claim assault, get lawyers involved, and create a whole legal drama angle. That would be unprecedented in modern WWE and would blur reality and kayfabe in fascinating ways. Comment bait: should Logan Paul press charges against CM Punk in storyline? Would that be genius, or would it kill the wrestling aspect of the feud? Let's talk about CM Punk's character trajectory because this attack represents a dark turn for him. Ever since returning to WWE, Punk has been positioned as the wise veteran, the locker room leader, the guy who does things right. But this attack shows a different side, the angry, bitter, jealous side that can't handle being challenged by the new generation. This is actually compelling character work. It shows that Punk's voice of the voiceless persona was always at least partially a lie. He was never really about fairness and justice, he was about control and respect. And when someone like Logan doesn't automatically respect him, Punk breaks. That's a vulnerable, flawed character, which is way more interesting than perfect hero Punk. And Logan Paul? This attack might actually make people sympathize with him. Logan has been working so hard to get heat as a heel, but now he's the guy who got blindsided and beaten unconscious. Casual fans who don't follow wrestling closely might see this clip on social media and think, wow, that CM Punk guy is a bully for attacking Logan like that. That could accidentally turn Logan into a babyface, which would be a disaster for WWE's plans. Question time: has CM Punk's attack made you more or less of a fan of his? And has it changed how you feel about Logan Paul? The social media reaction to this attack has been divided. Wrestling purists are praising Punk for defending the business against an influencer outsider. They're saying Logan deserved it for disrespecting wrestling traditions. But mainstream audiences and Logan's fanbase are furious. They're calling Punk a bully, calling for him to be suspended, saying WWE is promoting violence against content creators. This is WWE at its best, creating controversy that transcends wrestling and becomes part of the larger cultural conversation. Love it or hate it, people are talking about this attack. It's trending on Twitter, it's all over Instagram, TikTok is flooded with reaction videos. That's successful storytelling even if the ethics are questionable. Let's also address the physical toll of this attack. Logan took legitimate chair shots, was thrown into steel multiple times, and took 2 GTS finishers. Even with protection and selling, that's going to hurt. Logan's going to be sore, bruised, possibly actually injured. The commitment to making this look real was impressive from both guys, even if the booking is controversial. Predict the future: when Logan Paul gets his revenge match against CM Punk, who do you think should win? And should it be clean or dirty? Here's what I think WWE is really doing with this angle: they're creating a generational warfare storyline. CM Punk represents the old guard, the traditional wrestlers who scratched and clawed for years to make it. Logan represents the new era crossover stars who leverage social media followings into wrestling opportunities. This attack is symbolic of the old guard refusing to accept that the business has changed. And you know what? Both sides have valid points. Punk is right that Logan didn't earn his spot the traditional way. But Logan is right that modern wrestling needs crossover appeal and mainstream attention to survive. This philosophical conflict makes the feud deeper than just these two guys don't like each other. The aftermath segments are going to be crucial. We need to see Logan in a hospital or at home recovering, cutting a promo about how Punk crossed a line. We need to see Punk either showing no remorse or actually questioning whether he went too far. And we need WWE management to get involved. What's the punishment for Punk? What's the stipulation for their eventual match? These follow-up segments will determine if this angle succeeds or fails. If CM Punk's attack left you shocked and angry, smash that like button. Subscribe to Wrestling Newsletter because this feud is just beginning and the fallout is going to be explosive. I need your comments right now. Team Punk or Team Logan? Was the attack justified or criminal? What should happen in their match? Let's get this comment section debating because this is the most controversial angle of the year. Share this everywhere because CM Punk and Logan Paul just created a moment that has everyone talking, and you need to be part of this conversation. Until next time, remember, in WWE, the line between justice and assault is blurry, and CM Punk just erased it completely. Stay tuned for more wrestling chaos.